All right, we should be live and ready for just another little quick one. A nice little Tuesday evening, gentle, cozy stream of all the mods and 9, where we are busy doing our thing. We are looking at oh, that is building up something chronic. We have our gas turbine here. We have our nice little dealing with oil thing going on here. And we're also, I believe, just starting to have a look at moving over our whole production of what do I want to call it? Oh, that is done. Oh, why have my mind gone blank? The phytogrow is being done in here. So one of the things I wanted to work on was a source of cobble, which is admittedly, yeah, that is something where I could have like a cobble generator that's pumping into. I mean, I suppose I can always have like just an infinite cobble storage, really, in all fairness, with the ME system, and then I can happily just keep that pumped up. We could always do a. I think, is it that one where I've got my infinity water cell? Yeah, and in all fairness, I could make an infinity cobble cell, and then I mean, I know I've got it as an ender drawer, but I can always have it as just a bit of an ender chest. I know I'm starting to fill this up, and really I don't want to have all this kind of bunked up as my little import-export area. But I think I might, just while I am struggling for a space to put it elsewhere, really, at the moment. So, things I need are, I want a 16k, because we're going to need one of them to create our infinite cobble storage, which I will then use. So we're just going to make that, and then I'm also going to make an export bus. Just a regular one. I don't need anything too crazy. And then in here, I'm going to say cobble. Okay, and then what I can do is, let's see if I can make another ender drawer, which I think is there. Okay, so we need to make well, let's make a couple of these ender chest things. Since I know that always, well, I know that I'm going to be using a couple. So you can put you there. And then what I can happily do is, now see it's already starting to export, but hopefully this isn't going to break or destroy anything, because what do I want? I want my linking tool, and it says shift and right click in the air to clear frequency. Okay, so I believe it was left click. I don't know if that's done anything. No, it has not. Was it maybe shift left click I wanted to do? There we go. I just can't click it on the actual surface interface of it. It has to be done on the perimeter. So right click, shift right click. There we go. There we go. So that has worked. We now have a cobble doing its thing. Beautiful. Cool. That works. So you are cobble doing your thing, making your sand and making your stuff. Excellent. Okay, you're just happily mishmashing away. I'm a little bit worried though that we are going to end up with, because we've got the energy, we've got the water, we've got pulverize, which is, let's remind ourselves what that is. We extract from the there and we insert into, so we're inserting that into there and sand into there. Fine. We can then, we're then going to need to have our seeds, I think, because we also then want to have the whole, so you go in there and you go in there. But I'm also going to need one of each because we're going to need to start marking some things off. Because what I want to do is we're going to say number 5 is going to be an item. Create, turn you off. And we're going to go seeds, I believe. So what we want to do is extract from here, but specifically only these seeds. And we want to insert into the phytogenic isolator. And one of them, we just want that seed with a limit of 2, for example. Is this going to work? Is this going to work? Probably not. That's right. Yes, it will, because we're going to have an overflow destruction card. That's why it's going to work. And then here we want to have insert and just that with the limit of 2. Insert, and then we should be doing, you've got 2, you've got no phytogrow. And you also want to be a round robin. So if I say take a little bit more, do I have any phytogrow in my inventory? No, I actually don't. Ha 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 ha. So there we go. We're going to get a little bit in each. And it's going to just stick that all in there. Now, why are you fine, but you're not? You want to be on round robin, perhaps? It's because there is 2 seeds in there. It can see the 2 that are in the output and won't put them back. So we need to extract you out of here. Okay. I'm going to end up needing more of these, aren't I, at this rate? Okay, how are we going to work this? How are we going to work this one? I think I'm going to end up having to destroy this and then use another connector with like maybe a 2 draw. Because then that realistically you can have, let's put the flint in there and it might be worthwhile kind of trying to work that. So flint just goes in here because I don't want to necessarily clog up the system. So then I can say when I'm doing my input, it's going to go input, blah, 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 output, blah, 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 for that. Is that how I kind of change things around and I do actually do, because I actually have got a connector in there, so I could always do like, the power goes somewhere else and then we have maybe short connector. I know there's a connector under there, even if there isn't one to the side there. And then, yeah, then you can have like draw, something thing, then overhead cabinet or something like that. Could even have then the energy cube on the end here next to the lantern. That could be pretty funny. And then kind of split it up a little bit in how it works. Yeah, that does mean changing things around just a little bit though. Well, okay, that's not a great thing, but I think I'm still gonna have to destroy this for now. You're a cable out you rather than I think. Have I got a connector in my storage? Oh, I've got phyto grow in there. What I might do then is also, no offense, put you in there. We can have okay, I need another connector. Let's go at xnet, make a new blue connector. Put another connector there, because then I want a 1x2 draw. Oh, we have one. Excelente. I'm going to put you there. The other thing I want to do is then get a locking tool. I know it's always useful to have one of them. Locking. And I'm going to go lock you and lock you. That's fine. You can go back. Because then what I do need is essence and essence. And then we can go essence and essence. Fine. I mean, in a sense, I don't need these because then it just won't take out of here unless it's got. It allows it to put it in there. Maybe I don't need this then. You know what? I am gonna actually. Let's quickly unlock that. Your linking tool. Where's my configuration tool? There it is. And then I'm just going to go you, and then I can destroy you. Okay. So maybe I don't need that. We'll see. So I need to kind of finish configuring these. I hope I'm not going to run out of channels. This is getting a little bit tight in all fairness. So. Yeah, there's no... yeah, at some point, what do I do with the flint when I've got too much? I could always like there and then there, kind of have it as priority. Because yeah, maybe let's check this one out because I do want to actually do energy, water, that's fine. Pulverize, and what are you? You are extract everything from here. And insert it to there. Yeah, I'm always worried about the... And I can't necessarily split it that way if I don't. I might have to just get rid of the... that. Was it that you're producing sand? No, you're producing sand as well. Ah, shucks. All right, okay, yeah. In which case, then you are going to have to clear you. And that pulverizer, I need to take you off again. I need to create, put you on extract, but just put you on extract sand, I think. So I only extract sand from you. I can extract everything from you, and I insert everything into there. Re-establish. And am I right in thinking then you will remove the thing from here as well? No, okay, you're not pulling the... So that one, what are you doing? You're extracting everything. With that one, you're just extracting sand. Which one are you? So you're just extracting sand from there. That's fine. And this one we are extracting everything from. What if I take that out? Oh, it's because it's on the input slot, isn't it? Hmm. All right. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So what is it we're doing? We are round robbing the phyto in. Oh, those are the seeds. We're extracting from there, but we're inserting there, so there's only 2. So we then need to extract everything out of these phytogenic isolators. So we need to do item and extract, and where we are phyto extract. Let's call it phyto extract. Turn you off. And we are going to extract from here and extract from here. We are then going to in here we're going to insert the seeds. And into here we are going to insert the essences. But we only want a certain amount in there. No more than a stack, really. And hopefully, I don't know if that'll do 64 between the 2 or 64 each. I'm hoping 64 each. No, sorry, that's... Yeah, that is right. I wonder if this one, if I'm extracting the seeds from there and inserting that into there, do you think I could also do extract the sand from here and put the sand into the crafter as well? Wonder if I put you there. Let's turn you off for a second. And then here we go insert that. Enable. So sand is going in. We only want a stack. And we'll see if that stops. Because then that one we can also then turn you on as well. Okay, so I've extracted the seeds back into the chest, and you and happily then inserting fresh ones in. That's gone up to well 63 there. Oh no, whoops. Potassium nitrate entry, you need to be internal. The appetite entry, you need to be internal. And then finally, we need to item, create, turn you off now, and it'll be phyto out. And we are then extracting from you and inserting into that ender drawer. And why don't we then just double check and make sure that we are only inserting or only extracting from here. Then example on. And we can even have it that that extract is a stack. Now this is an interesting one because it is going to otherwise just keep creating more, isn't it? And I could still happily fill this inventory in by it being lopsided because of the way that it... Even if I say, oh, I only want like a stack of this essence in here, it's never going to get to a stack of that essence. Because it will just keep creating more. Why aren't you extracting from there? It's the wrong essence. Why have I got dirt essence on me? Okay, whoops. I might then want to have a round robin of the essences in here. Just because then that's what I want. I want this to be kind of, you know, relatively perfectly balanced. Ha ha ha. And so I never want it to have more than really whatever the recipe is for this in. Or rather, maybe just like no more than a stack of each of that and that. So then it'll wait and not utterly clog up with everything else. Because at the moment I can see we are needing more appetite, for example. Because yeah, we'll always end up with more potassium nitrate. Because again, even if we're making them at exactly the same rate, which I think we will, because they're both tier 2 seeds. I think you tier 2, you're tier 2. Yeah, you should try at the same rate. What is that? 8 will make 16. 3 will make 8. And I need a 2-to-1 ratio. 8 phyto grow. So we need 33% more appetite than we do saltpeter essence. We need, yeah, we need to be making 4 appetite essence for every 3 saltpeter essence we make, and that will keep things even. So you could make it very quickly if I did say one of them had the 4 times that one and you had the 3 times one. So if I had like an Enderium upgrade and a Lumium upgrade, that should then have things absolutely perfectly balanced. If I go overflow destruction, oh no, you're that card. Okay, let's do what is in functional storage? I'm sure there is one. Item downgrade, max storage upgrade. Oh, you're creative. Void upgrade, there we go. That's what I want. So you will void anything over 512 of each. Perfect. You are happily, you've got more than that than you'll ever need. What is your maximum? Oh, 8.2. 8.2? Really? That's all you can... Is that it? I am going to have then something to handle the excess, aren't I? And it looks like you can't increase that either is 8.2. And all I can put in there are these utility ones. Like, I can't actually put any storage upgrades in the ender drawer. That's a little upsetting. Especially considering that I've got, what, 30-something thousand already. What was it again? Yeah, 45,000, 46,000. Okay. Well, I do have one more, at least, channel. And yeah, we are seemingly making a lot more of that than we are anything else. I mean, buddy, I need you to just... Yeah. Sorry, but I've destroyed a lot of things recently. Yeah, this is going to be a lot. And yes, I am going to have, that is going to be a problem, so I do need the 1x2 draw, unfortunately. With another overflow card in it. Because with the essence, while I can stop that being a problem, or rather, the essence is fine. The essence can flow in, and it'll only ever, it'll just make what it makes. And I can make sure that I never have too much in there, because then I can even do, at least I can do with this, like the essence is, yeah, limited to a stack each, even though that's never going to be, well, no, I suppose I can stop. I'll never put the things in there if I can help it. I guess if it's like, you can't put 64 more in there, it's going to just stop exporting from whichever, I presume. Which we will actually find out soon, I think. As long as I don't put that in there. Hell, I can even be like, let's put you in. No, in fact, yeah, that is the problem, isn't it? It's never going to get 64. Like, it's going to constantly keep making it into the potassium nitrate dust. Having the limit on those essences is pointless. But what I do need to do is I actually need to say, because yeah, even though I can extract from here and extract from here and put you in there. I suppose I could always be like, I do need to extract from here, and we're going to put phytogrow into there. And then I can say I'm going to put apatite and saltpeter nitrate into the drawer. Let's then lock that. Okay, so you can extract you and insert you there, and in here we're going to insert, but only and I suppose handily, because we've locked the drawer, it will only take those things, but at least I'm kind of defining it here as well. So I need to say we are actually going to extract you and you. And then we can change these recipes to be external, and this recipe as well to be external. Oh, I need to, no, external, apply. External, apply. because then let's add you into there. Let's add you back into there. In all fairness, let's just get rid of you as well. You can go in there. You can go in there. Yeah, because we're going to extract from that. Those three things. Put that in there. Put that in there. That's fine. And then last one. Ooh, yeah, we are pushing it. That is make phyto. And what we're going to do is we're going to extract from here. And we're going to insert into here, but just you and you, and limit that to a stack of each. And there we have it. That should happily keep making stuff. And it could probably have split this up a little bit, and you could maybe have there maybe two things going, because I think you could have one going. You could also have this by just, you know, using two things. And then have the sand and the essence ingredients being controlled by one, being dumped into some drawers for everything, and then another one kind of going, hey, let's take from those drawers, let's make the thing, let's push them out. And then I can have another, no, not void, void, upgrade. In that one. So yeah, if it ever gets a bit too much, I'm intrigued though, why aren't you? What happens if we do round robin in you? Why are you not? Why are you not pulling stuff out of there? Why are you not pulling that out? Don't understand. Why are you not putting? You seem to have just stopped with your inserts. You're happily making that and pulling them out. That's fine. But what's with this? I pull you out completely. You end up doing that. What happens if I said extract? Oh, I did that and then said a stack. Just kind of stop at 56. What is that? Oh, it's because you can't put a stack in there. Back to 56 again. What is your weird obsession? Oh, something's weird with this. You think they're part of your ingredients, don't you? What? What is that? Be nice. I'm not sure where there isn't like a little round. You are round robin, aren't you? Yeah. For extracting a stack. Maybe if we do U, random slot. Will that do something? No, seemingly not. Can you go around the slots in order? No. I wonder then, if I don't want you to extract a stack, I want you to extract a single in order, round robin, maybe. If I pull you out, will you then do one of each? Right, okay, so your count counts towards both of them. And annoyingly, you are kind of then going 1, 1, 1, 1, but that's always, you're always going to end up with too much. That's still going to mess up. You're still going to end up with too much of the potassium in there. And I'd need separate channels, so I could say 2 of you, 1 of you, and no more. Yeah, that's a bit frustrating. And I don't particularly want to re-engineer the whole thing. But I might have to, because this is just being an awkward little so-and-so. Certainly the way that this is working is just being difficult. Also, it's so odd that, yeah, it can see those things as being part of its inventory. Because then that would explain the 62 thing as well anyway. But yeah, I wonder if that'll happen, because it'll keep coming in. Let's head out. Yeah, we're still making all mountain fighter growth. That's fine. And then that'll get to 62 and stop. There we go. Well, 61 plus that one is that one. And if I select that recipe, yeah, look at that. So this box here where you put your pattern in is actually thinks it's part of the problem. And there you go. Then that's now jammed up. It won't insert any more of these because there's a limit of 64 on them. Okay, yeah. Okay, we need to rethink this a little bit. I then need to have separate channels for this. Because yeah, then I need one saying 64 sand, one saying 64 that, and then the other one saying 64 the other. And I need to be able to specify across 3 channels the 3 inputs of that. But we are out of time, unfortunately. We don't have the options for that. I could probably do it using a router, because then at least you can then have like power going to them all. And then you just have like channel, power, router, blah blah blah. And that will take up on both, but it will allow us, some of the stuff can be shared, like so. Yeah, because everything will need power. But only some things will need everything else. It's just a case of I need more channels. Certainly for them to get this to work. And avoid it clogging up with anything. And then admittedly, then we can make use of the gravel a little bit better, because that's just kind of getting dumped in there and not going to go anywhere. But at least I could be like, hey, so this is going to filter down. That's fine. I also want to... suspect you use sand more than I... you use the flint more than this generates it. I guess. Oh, it seems to be building up a little bit, but... or maybe it's just part of randomization. Yeah, there we go, look. And then it's just... you don't always get used, do you? No. What is it? Pulverizers, catalysts. Primary modifier 1.1, so there's a 10% chance that you'll get a 2, basically. Auxiliary modifier 1.5, but I don't think there is one for the sand recipe. Not that I think. If I can find it, I'm sure it's coming near the other side, actually. Where? There we go. No, that wasn't it. I'm talking about gravel into sand. What do you coal ore? Oh no, you're the ores. Where are you? Oh, I'm never going to find it. Okay, let's just go gravel. And where is the pulverizer? Oh my word, how many things can you do with gravel? Yes. So gravel into sand makes, yeah, you get a 20% chance of flint, which can be used as the catalyst. Which can be boostable, I guess, because, yeah, actually putting flint in there will make you more flint, but that's redundant. That's kind of its own thing. Sand into, where is the pulverizer? Oh, no, I need to get sand pulverizer. Here we go. So gravel will give us... wait, wasn't that what I was just looking at? Yeah, it was. Okay, let's wait that for a regular gravel. Ha 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 ha. Pulverizer. Oh, okay. Well, it turns out that seemingly every single ore will do this for you. Where is cobblestone? Cobblestone has to be somewhere. Where on earth is cobblestone? I cannot find cobblestone. Are you just stone? Yeah, there we go. Tags cobblestone. So yeah, it'll definitely make gravel. Chance of sand, boostable. Chance of flint, which is then passing down. Okay, so 10% chance of flint there, and it's 20 for that. 20% of the sand. Yeah, we are now running into the issue that you're not making any more. You'd have to kind of take out the potassium, which you're making too much of. And we've almost made... yeah, you're empty because I haven't actually copied you out anywhere yet. But I presume you do still have a 2k limit. Okay. Yeah, do need to do something about it. This unfortunately isn't going to work. I don't think. Because, yeah, I need to extract from here. It's annoying that I just wanted to pass it down, but I can't because of the byproducts. And I couldn't use mechanism stuff because they won't pull from the container. They would only... they can push into each other, that's fine. But they can't actually pull from that drawer. Because then how many things were then we wasting on the pulverizing? In all fairness, only one. Okay. We've got the water, we've got the pulverizer. Energy, water, pulverizing. The phyto in, so that is the taking the phyto grow for the weirdly taking phyto grow for the phyto grow. That seems almost perverse. But I guess no, that does actually make sense because then we're making 3 of each. And I don't think it's necessarily guaranteed, is it? With the... Okay, it's fairly guaranteed, 75, but that means you'll use 3 every 4 operations. So you'll use 3 fighter grow to make 12 appetite ore and 12. If you didn't use it, I suppose if you don't use it, you're just making things 3 times slower. And I probably don't want to be doing that because I imagine I'll be using fighter grow at quite a rate. And so I want to be generating it a huge amount because I'm probably going to be using it at quite a huge amount in all fairness. And we are making profit from it. The main problem is the amount of channels it takes to control the crafter. And we've still not got it right because even though we're putting in that is fine. We want to move the crafter along and then have a second little setup. If anything, I want the drawers. You know, I absolutely could do this by just, having a second run above. Because then you could totally have like a second cube just attached up here. Even though there is already a cube up there. Ha 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 ha. And then, just have another controller running above. And then that can run... We run some cable like there. Okay, let's have a quick make of this. I reckon I should be able to do a parallel system here. So, another energy cube. What's your things? We want to input from the bottom and we want to output to the right. Fine. I'm then going to need some XNet connectors. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. I suspect we'll need 4. Because I want... Oh, no, not you. I want 1 there. I'll want 1 there. Ideally, I don't want you connecting to that, but can't be helped. And then 1 there and 1 there. So then I want another controller. You control it? No, you're a facade. Let's get another controller. What are we missing? Machine frame. A couple of you. Make another controller. Pop you there. Just going to borrow you for a second. Because what I just need you to be all kind of output the back. No, you're the front. Want you to be none. Oh, it even shows you the pictures as well now. I don't know what that was all about. Excellent, thank you very much. That'll do. Let's grab you back and put you back. Look at that, lovely. Oh, that does show me that thing there. You actually need to be then a display. Let's put you input there. And you're covered up. I can still see out the front. Excellent, excellent. That's what I like. What I like. Yeah, it's a shame that that has to be there, but can't be helped. So let's have a little look at some things that we've got going on, because at the moment, and admittedly, I know there's the whole, I could just have a second crafter. That can't work. That can't work because I can't get the phyto-grow back into that ender drawer storage. I just won't do it. I'm going to have to think of another way of doing this. Oh, that is frustrating. Technically, I don't need that one. Because I know I can, or I believe I can, just do energy. I mean, theoretically, I could just... No, actually, I do need something there. But yes, I know I could make that an energy one. I think this works anyway. Let's give it a go. Energy, create, turn you off. And we'll insert from there and... Sorry, no, we'll extract from there and insert to there. Does that work? Yep, there we go. Power's not going down, so it's happily drawing off that flux point. How are you doing, flux point? 150 something power. Let's just make sure I'm not pulling all my power out, because I know we are, like I say, getting to a limit here. What are you? Oh, look at that. You are hovering under. You're hovering at 1600, so we're in 80 profit. That is, we are at our limit, basically. B cost, what have we got? Seeds. Seeds and sand can go in there. That is fine. Oh, that's right. We extract the seeds from there and the sand. The things there, we put the sand there. That's kind of fine. What about you? We are extracting from you, inserting the essence there and inserting the seeds there. That is also fine. You're then extracting. So I want that weirdly just be to you extracting. Oh, maybe this can work actually. You know what? Let's do. So the only thing I want to control is the. Oh, do you know, that's all I needed one thing for, just putting those two in there. Oh, that is actually quite unfortunate. Yeah, that's the only one that I can't quite make work. You're extracting this from here and from there, and we're inserting there, we're inserting there. It's just that this needed to be two things. Okay, do you know what? Let's then put that cube back, because then it looks good. And you we're going to extract from here. And you can close. And we're going to call you energy. Okay, fine. You're happy. You're happy. You are happy. And then you're happily no recipe there. Because, yeah, then the one thing we need to do here is actually let us remove that channel. Yep. And you are going to have... We need one of you each. Also, what is this facade? Spruce planks, stone. Oh, yeah, yeah. If I do you as spruce planks, do you stack? Yeah, you do. Nice. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this is going to be an item, create, switch off. You. No, I said you. That's right. I want you to extract. I want you to only extract appetite. And I want you to insert into there only appetite. And I want you to have stack of 64. Similarly, this wants to be another item one. Create, turn you off. I want you to extract from here. But you, I only want you to only do the potassium nitrate. I want you to insert into there potassium nitrate. Let's turn you both on. I'm going to pull you out. Why are you putting too much in there? There should be a limit of 64. Oh, I didn't actually put a limit on that one. Oops. Okay, 64, 64, potassium nitrate, potassium there, extract, extract. So there we go, and it'll happily now just go off and do its thing. And it will never clog up because it cannot. I'm just going to put you away for now. And we've got the overflow upgrades, so that'll never be a problem. And then we do actually have one spare channel free in here. So do you know what I could even then do? We can then make use of that. And we can say, hey, you're going to be an item one. Create, turn you off. And I want to extract from here only the flint. Also, it would be a round robin. And these two pulverizers, I'd like to insert that, but again, no more than a stack. I suppose it can't have more than a stack, can it? And then again, you. That's it. No more than a stack. Then you on. And there we go. And then we're kind of... I thought you were round robin though. You are supposed to be round robin. Oh, why is that not working? Yeah, because extract from that. That is supposed to be item distribution mode, which is not currently doing its thing. Don't know why that's not doing what it should be. Extract from the first available slot. Yeah, sure. Insert, that's fine. Oh, I know why. You need to have mixed insert outsert there. And then you'll be happy. Now, for whatever reason, this is now... run out of sand. Okay, yeah, it's still not going more than that. Let's kind of put a bit of sand in here. And then we can try and get that to be even again. But I imagine it will probably then, yeah, run empty, in all fairness. And it'll be one thing that is then just... Or one of these three between sand, the appetite, and the thing will always be empty. And the other ones will always just end up being full. As you try and tweak your kind of production rates. And then we can then just kind of keep overloading these as we need. But that was, anyway... With that in mind, we are at a point where we can sort of say, hey, that is now good to go. So I'm going to collect you up. At least I thought I am. Oh, again, if you've disappeared, I'm going to be very, very upset. Oh no, there it is. It's actually, I couldn't, for some reason I just couldn't see it because of the whole thing. And you are just doing your stuff. Means that you are probably now nicely kind of just going off on one. Okay, yep, so let's then make an ender draw. Okay. Oh, I don't know what day that was, but we've just passed it. So we want to make some 2x2 draws because that's, I think, one of the quickest ratios to do it. Let's go back to ender draw. Oh my goodness. No, not you. You. Yep, fine. And let's just put you on that. And let's get my linking tool because we are then going to... What was it? Was it left click? Load frequency in the tool. And then shift right click. So there we have, and it's now kind of getting the fighter grow in there. Perfect. Perfect. And that is kind of done its thing. So still a bit concerned that I can't see you in there. You're doing fine. I wonder if it's because I put items in you before I probably linked it. Like the colour of that hasn't changed. It's still doing weird things. Okay, well, let's not think too hard about it. Also, spruce planks facade. Then what I can do to make things look a little cozier is, I say cozier. Let's put you there. And then... Well, you look kind of weird when you're kind of actually hanging from just that. So let's just put you... Oh no, you have to hang because you can't connect things. Oh, yeah. Now, do I have any of those overhead cabinets for this? No, I've got kitchen counter and kitchen corner. Let's go cabinet. And okay, we've got one, and let's make another. Fine. Don't think I can put a chopping board on these counters, can I? Oh no, of course it's not a chopping board at all. It's a cutting board. Because yeah, why on earth would it be a chopping board? Got a cutting board, cutting board. Let's make you one because I think that's. Oh, I didn't mean to make two. Oh well, okay. Yep, which won't go. Cool. Well, we've got 3 of them now. Hey. What could I do with you? In all fairness, I can put like a... Is it a rack? It was a rack actually. I just saw it just before I closed it. It was... There we go. Oh, let's make a couple of spice racks, shall we? Okay, no, that's wigging out. I don't want to see that. But then I can do like, have I got any ginger? I got ginger. That's so weird. What else can I put in there? Can we put wood in there? Oh my word, yes you can. But it hovers in an odd fashion. Okay, what about... Piece of fighter grow. There we go, look at that, lovely. You are happy doing your thing. There we go. Yeah, we've actually got enough appetite for stuff. Weirdly, now we are now producing those two faster than we are producing the sand. Opposite way around of when it was when reducing the those two. But that is fine. These can be sped up. We're even feeding our gravel back into it quite nicely. Ah, that is producing gravel faster than that is then turning it into sand. Interesting. But yeah, we are now kind of happily producing that. Which means we can now then get back to our original goal of, hey, we can now happily concentrate on making various seeds and then just feeding them into some crafters over here and sending everything back into our storage, which we can do for some items. So no, not you yet, not you. I'll get around to you in a bit. Let's quickly put these away. Let's put you closed. Okay. And yeah, I'm happy with that little potting shed. You open it in, you're like, hey, what's going on? All sorts of funky gubbins. with a little kitchen there. That does look odd, not gonna lie, but I can't figure out a way of... But I could always just put a light block in there of some sort, couldn't I? Because you've already got the whole... Yeah, you got one torch there. What I might do is spruce planks. Let's just put a spruce planks in there, because then that kind of fits with all that kind of aesthetic. You look a little bit weird, but they'll... Oh, I really hate that that's doing that. Nothing much I can do about it, though, really. Unfortunately. And yeah, we've got one light there. I could always put another torch up here. But in all fairness, they're producing light enough over here, and then that is kind of... Yeah, it's a little gloomy, but that's actually kind of fine. Okay, yeah, we're happy. We are happy. So, phyto... You know what? I could really do with a recipe for phytogenic isolators. Let's quickly hop over here and let's program one of them in. I think that'd be a good thing to do, because I'm going to make a few of these. And so, phytogenic isolator. What out of here have we actually got the patterns for? So, hardened glass and things. Yep, that's fine. Let's make you... We don't have one for machine frame or that. We're also almost out of blank patterns. Oh, no, we're not. We've got 10 on us. Oh, I see. I think I was making some before. So, out of the phytogenic isolator recipe, because, yeah, sure, we had them. That's fine. Well, aluminum gear. We can make aluminum, and we have the nuggets, so that's fine. Let's have the recipe to make that. And then what about machine frame? We can make that, but not the tin cog. So let's go there for the tin cog, and then we can make that recipe. And there we are. So all of you are standard crafting recipes. Cool. So let's go into our little thing here, and we'll have a little look and see if we can just produce these at such a rapid rate that I don't have to worry about them anymore. Right. Well, I shall see you all. Well, no, wait, no. Let's keep going. Sorry, I was just saying goodbye to someone. Right. Let's go with. Okay. Yeah. Let's make some of them. Let's have a little look at what we got going on over here. And then let's have a little look at this. Yeah. Let's make some. That's always such a strange thing. I know a person said goodbye to. I'll be seeing them soon, but it's always a little sad when they go. I'll see them soon, but. Okay. So we are making, for some reason, we've made 2, and it seems to be sticking on the other ones. But yeah, with those ones, let's get rid of that, because we don't want to make those 2 anymore. But we're making fire seeds, we're making dirt seeds. What about, do we have any... What other seeds do we have? Do we have any stone seeds? I can't imagine. Oh, no, we do. We absolutely do. So, let's make some stone, and then I think I also want water seeds, because we've got fire, we've got water. Let's make some earth and something else, I guess. Oh, I've just realised we've actually got a whole load of sand and apatite and on here. So let's pull the sand out of there, and you can go. Let's also pull out the apatite of here as well. Don't want that in here. You can go. All we really want is the water, the energy, which is growing rapidly, the fighter grow and the essences that we are making. Okay, that is all our appetite, and we've probably destroyed most of it, but hey, we're now full of appetite if we need it. And in all fairness, the one thing we are lacking is sand, so let's do a couple of you. Although, again, we're also almost hitting the limit of what we can have in our ender storage drawer, so that is something to bear in mind. Yeah, eventually we are going to end up with our fill of that, so we need to start really making use of these quite quickly. So we have fire and dirt. Presume then the reason we don't have that many is okay. Let's put our fire seeds in there. I know it said that it always wants 2 in here, but against what will happen when that will fill up, and then because it always wants to store what 64 or so many in there. Because yeah, eventually this will just kind of, I presume, just kind of fill up to a full stack of 64. It'll only ever hold 2 in there, and then eventually you'll end up kind of spilling out in here. Okay. Anyway, let's put in, I want you to always have 2 water seeds in there. Input, output at the bottom. Auto input, auto output. You're filling with water, you're filling with fire to grow, you're filling with energy. Then I should be able to put 2 water seeds in there, and you are on your way to doing your thing. Cool. Stone seeds, let's put you in there, and then, oh no, that's right, it's that. And then set the amounts to 2. Let's then make a phytogenic isolator, and then input output on the bottom, auto. And I can put you in there as well. And there we go, we're now making stone. So let's have a quick look. I want to make air seeds. Let me do that with the air agglomeratio, and then I'll also want earth seeds, which I'll need with the earth agglomeratio, and I'll need a bunch of these. So how do I make you? Well, clear and bottles, and I'll want 4 of you. Can I make 8 of you? I've accidentally made 1 too many there, never mind. And then in earth, let's make, oh my word, I'm just making too many. Well, in all fairness, if I do make too many, that's not a big deal, because what I can always do is go 1 2 3. There we go, we can now make 3 seeds, and the same with this. 1 2 3, we can now make 3 seeds of that, and I can put 2 in there and put 1 in front. Hell, the way that it's going to work, I could even have just the 1 in there. And then yeah, when I put my the soil either side. So you are a tier 1, I believe. Oh, what's on the deal here? Oh, that killed the music for whatever reason. But we're getting a rare reward, and we get a diamond furnace. Oh my. Yep, very good. Very good indeed. Okay, yeah, we got a diamond furnace. Okay, fair enough. Are these all rare rewards? Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what the best rewards out of there would be. Like the Probably stack upgrade, maybe another upgrade might be useful. Was it the vampiric glove? No, I've got one. Crystal heart, not sure. A beacon, yeah, sure. Another star, if it's more than one, might be nice, but that's not gonna be a problem. Yeah, and I don't know. None of it's gonna be super great. I suppose they're just little nice, nice to haves. Anyway, I got distracted. We want to be looking at. Oh, I got one for mechanism. We want to be looking at these, which is just the Inferium essence. So let's go essence, and we have. Why do we have so much Inferium? I presume because we are not necessarily dumping it into that crafter. For whatever reason. Ah, now that's interesting. This is full of Prudentium. You always got to be careful that you don't accidentally kind of fill it with the wrong type or put too much of one type of. Oh, in fact, there we go, and that's what the problem I have done. Because I've put too much of the essence in, it'll just automatically keep putting it out into the crafty things when I don't necessarily want that to happen. Okay, yeah, that is a bit of a problem because then I'll have to go around and take it off. Whoops. Okay, well. That's going to be the last one, isn't it? Yep, so we can take that out. Also, almost out of prosperity seed base, but that's fine. Oh, it looks like I removed the essence just in time before it replaced the stuff. Then I can go in here and say, hey, look at that, I've got 2 new seeds. So, tier 1 seed bag. What's my reward? I got some prosperity seed base. Hey, and then I got some cobbled soulstone. Well, the prosperity seed base, you can go in there. Excellent, eh? And then our seeds here. We can say 2 of you. And 2 of you. Oh, day 370. Hey! And we now let's need the other 2 of our phytogenic isolators. So Bosch and Bosch. And again, input output the bottom, auto. And you input output the bottom, auto. Close your trap. And put those seeds in there, and then that will start kind of then doing its thing. Hey, that's really cool. And we are still generating way more stuff than we ever needed. Okay, but that is fine. We now just need a little bit of the insanium so we can make some super premium farmland. Let's take half of you, although I suspect I've actually put half of you in, or most of you in here. If I go to essence, yep, look, there you are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make 32 of you. Because I know I'm going to end up maybe probably making a whole bunch of you. Because what I'm also going to make is some farmland. Oh, we already have farmland. Oh, do you know, I've already got a whole bunch of supermuum farmland. Well, would you look at that? I've got a whole bunch of supermuum farmland. And I can happily just kind of do this. And say, no, you stay right where you are. You're going to go with it before I get too dangerous. So I can take one of these fire seeds and say, yeah, you're in there. One of these dirt seeds. Can go right in there. Fine, thank you very much. One of these water seeds. Let's take one of you. Can go in there. The stone seed. I only have. I don't have more of you yet. The earth seed can go there, and that means then the air seed. Just double check your air seed. Yet can go there, and then they can eventually grow up to be a nice full plant. And we can absolutely see what on earth is being made in here. Similarly with this, we are a little bit, I'm still not sure what to make of this sometimes, you know. How are we doing in terms of storage for that? Wow. Okay, it's only 1/10 of the way full. And let's just have a look on how we're doing in here in terms of how is the power production going. We are running through our bituminous sand quite nicely. Although in all fairness, we're not really doing much with it. We're kind of just burning that. This, we are doing that. These are... Okay, we are full of... the light oil is doing good, but the heavy oil is really going for it. We are certainly doing all right in terms of the... That is full. Yeah, that should continue to keep full. That's fine. We are making more redstone than we are producing. Cool. Pyrolyzer is doing nothing. Crude oil is being mixed. And I presume it's still taking out that crude oil. So if I go... We're doing an oil, we've still got 1,300 buckets left. And you're doing great in producing... and you're then obviously just kind of going as and when you feel like it, really. Alright, something's amiss. That is now absolutely backed up on light oil and it's not going anywhere. Why are you not going anywhere? You're certainly exporting to the right, but you're not inputting to here. So let's have a double check. An oil. So we're extracting from the pyrolyzer and light refinery. I'm wanting to set heavy there and to light there. Oh, is this another one of those things where for some whatever reason, because it's too busy inserting heavy oil into that and it's not then doing the... It's like, sure, and I think you're the right one as well, aren't you? Yep, so extract from that. Extracting to the right, that is fine. It's because it cannot extract any of the heavy oil. That's right, it looks, can't remove any of that, so it won't remove anything else. I think you're only producing the heavy oil, aren't you? And the pyrolyzer is then making more heavy oil than it can deal with. Okay, so... Let's maybe then have you as a... Now, I could probably solve this by upping one of these things a little bit. Because we do seem to be Yeah, in all fairness, let's do it. Let's split up this one because that is struggling for the whatever reason, or another reason. So yeah, extracting from you two for that is fine. So I can even say you are heavy oil. Don't need that. I can just do the space. That's fine. You are a fluid, and you're going to be turn off. Light oil. And what we're going to do is just you're the advanced thing, you're the pyrolyzer. They're going to extract from you, but also only, no, don't want to be yellow, not that, there we go. Light oil. Cool, and then we're going to insert into there. And then you with that, and it doesn't necessarily need stating, and then you can be removed. And you can turn on. There we go. We're now putting light oil into that. That is now burning away as well. That you're producing. Also, you are happily current fuel consumption, current production, peak fuel consumption, fuel efficiency 885, peak production. So that's for the inertia. You can see in effect there how it kind of takes a while to spin up and then spin back down again. That's fine though. That was incredibly quickly. And it's happily making a whole bunch of energy as and when stuff gets produced. So yeah, that's kind of doing nicely. Certainly nice enough that it's just... You can see actually it's going down, but every often it'll be like, yep, up. And when it produces, it just kind of keeps boosting up. Like, there we go, there's another bit more. But it is producing way faster than we are getting rid of it. Okay, well, we can happily do... let's see. So I think we have a whole bunch of induction cards. I thought we did. Oh, no, we've got a lot of the means to make the induction cards. Ha 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 ha. Let's put these seeds back in here. So, well, let's see what else we want. What do we want? We have the ability to make eye seeds, but am I really that bothered about eye seeds? No, I'm probably not, in all fairness. I'm not too fussed about most of these animal seeds, in all fairness. The only one I think could be useful is... Because what is Heart of the Sea is made use for? Oh, there's that. Or a way of making... Yeah, you can make Hearts of the Sea, which is... You can then make conduits, because then Nautilus shells is... That's two. And I think conduit is used in... Oh, is it just the ignoring players for spawner modification? Which I'm not that fussed about, because I'll probably want to make a mob spawner at some point, but equally it's not going to be my main source of getting stuff. It'll be a nice thing to build and then, you know, look at every now and again. That's about it, really. Some of the metals I definitely want the ability to have, and some of the other materials, like for instance, having my Certus, my redstone, my nether quartz, some of these key resource seeds, I think, are maybe the next ones to get up and running. Experience is one I'll definitely want as well, but that's a bit of a funny one to make. But yeah, having like iron, gold, diamond. Or even like he's kind of, yeah, even if I have it like at the lower level, kind of just Certus quartz, nether quartz, fluix, glowstone, obsidian. Something else. Honey, maybe. That's probably pretty useful to get a whole bunch of. And there's uranite, there's platinum, there's emerald, there's diamond. These ones are going to be high. Yeah. Probably, that's certainly going to be something I'll want some of, but let's start having a think. So let's go Phyto. I'm going to need 6 of you. Also pattern provider. I'm going to need 6 of you. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then induction card. I'm going to need 6 of you. Also, what's stopping that? Oh, it's the crafting the lumium ingots, which is being the problem. But that is somewhere else where eventually I think I'll be able to deal with that by... Oh, dag nabbit. Where is my little wrench? There's my little wrench. Okay. We have our 6 pattern providers and they are online. And you're making your things and you're making your things. Yeah, because obviously a lot of the thermals alloys are something to make a little bit of. As are kind of the materials from power. That'll be good. Alright, okay. And another go seed as well, like Certus quartz seeds. We've got a whole bunch of fluix seed, yes. Even redstone, I suppose. And I've already got those netherite seeds. Yahoo! That's going to be nice. In fact, let me just go at Macaw seed. There we go. What have we got? What have we got? So we've got dye, we've got blazing crystal, we've got dirt, we've got amethyst, diamond, prismarine, mystical flower, refined glowstone, such a weird one, brass, netherite. Do you need to hop on that as soon as you can? Redstone, alloy, and wood. Wood's an odd one. We have our 6 induction cards. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, damn it. I've done it again. I almost need to spread these out because then... Really? You shift click just takes you in there as well? Oh my. Oh my goodness. I was hoping that we could just be friends. Why can't we be friends? Why can't... There we go. Okay. Can I use a memory card to copy the settings of these things? Where is my memory card? Where is my memory card? There's my memory card. Okay, because then, yeah, if I was to say, like, oh, I can't see them now, actually, because I've covered them up. No, do you know, I've made the wrong thing. These are pattern providers, and I wanted ME interfaces. Oh, shucks. Do you know, I've gone and made the wrong thing. Well, that's no big deal, because I will eventually use some pattern providers. Oh, you know, and those phytogenics that got made, and I've just knocked them out. Okay, so what I actually want is ME interface. And that's one, and then I want another 5. Yep. Oh, that was quick. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's try this one again. Yep. No, let's get it right in the right spot as well. I don't want to make the mistake of doing that. Excellent. Here we go. Here we go. So, you can have one. Do you know what? Let's just... Yep. You can have one. I'm tempted to see if I can shift click into here. Oh, I can. Look at that. That works. That works. And then I can do water. Let's drag that into that and say for. And then let's drag in some phytogrow. And say a stack of 64. Now, here's my experiment. Can I remind myself of how to use this again? Which way around is it? Oh, I can never remember. So, shift right click to copy settings, right click to paste the settings. So if I looked at you and went shift right click, and then right click, and then had a look in there. Hey, look at that. Right click, right click, right click, right click. We got water, we got phytogrow in all of these bad boys. Booyah. Excellent. So, what are we actually going to do? What are we actually doing here? I'm going to put you there and put you there and put you there to one side. We want some materials, and I almost like the idea of this kind of mid-group materials here. So we said the Certus, and that I think I want to make some nether quartz seeds. Let's get it done. What else was I thinking of? Maybe some obsidian seeds. What can I do with obsidian essence? Can I just make obsidian? That is correct. No, in fact, let's not do that. Let's make the obsidian seeds. We've got nether quartz seeds. We've got obsidian seeds. Because yeah, a whole bunch of these, you're just going to be made one thing, and then we can at least make use of the importer. I want to save the iron seeds for some other place. What am I thinking of? I've already got prismarine seeds. Let's go at mystical seed. Is there maybe ones I've got that would be good in here? Amethyst, that could be one in all fairness. Then you got like the redstone. I know redstone's a bit of a weird one to say it's an intermediate level, but oh, is it maybe gonna glowstone? And you got obsidian, nether quartz, glowstone. Yeah. Let's maybe use that. I think glowstone gets used in quite a few things. But similarly though, like looking through these, it could be quite a few where I can be like, oh, you're not in the thing. That would be quite useful to have. Certainly with the crazy high level seeds. Another coal is another one. Honey, amethyst, pig, chicken, cow, sheep, squid, slime, turtle, rubber and silicon. Rubber and silicon. You actually, yeah, you are actually very useful. Certainly silicon is, because then I don't have to cook up the nether quartz to Uh, uh, yeah. Let's maybe have a look at you. So maybe I might even put you instead of the glowstone, or maybe instead of redstone. Let's still make the glowstone. But then I've got obsidian, nether quartz, silicon, glowstone, fluix, and certus. And I think that might be a good kind of there you go, glowstone. Yeah, okay, let's do that. And redstone, I'll do you in a bit. You can be like redstone, iron, gold, diamond, blah blah blah. Yeah, like that. So what do we need for nether quartz? We just need nether quartz. What about for obsidian? Just obsidian. What about for silicon? Just silicon. And for glowstone, just glowstone dust. All right, okay. And what kind of? And we've got you two already. So your tier. So the silicon is tier 2. I'm sure I can make silicon as well. In fact, I've got some. Look at that. And we have 12 as well. So let's go prudentium essence. In fact, let's just look for essence, because if I want 12 prudentium, bish bash bosh, there we go. So I'll put you in there and you can be all happy like. And then that's that in the way. So let's get some nether quartz. So I should say nether quartz. And let's make 12 of you. And then obsidian. Yep, let's get some obsidian. And we'll just say obsid. Oh, yeah, we're actually getting pretty low. 1, 2, 3. 12 of you. And then glowstone. Let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of you. Cool. And with each one of those, we'll then need a 12 of the one above it. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Cool. 1, 2, 3. So we've got the tertium essence. We've got the materials. You're happy with what you've done there. And then so I can just kind of go like that and like that. And hopefully we're out of prosperity seed base. Let's go prosperity seed base and let's make a bunch. Okay. So while you are doing that, and are you happy? You're happy. I do love how shiny that thing is. Oh, I like this setup as well. This thing, I think we need to work on a little bit. I realised we never even finished this hut here as well, actually. In all fairness, how are you doing in terms of... Are you full or... I wonder if I can get rid of some of these as well, actually. There's an awful lot of kind of just... very nearly empty of this. Let's just put some of you together while we're waiting for the seeds to grow. Yeah, we are fine. Oh, yes. Look at that. We just got that one done. Then we can add these together. Yep, there we go. Oh, okay. You are literally at breaking point. What are you full with? Yeah, you're full of all types of stuff. Okay, well. As are you. Okay. Let's make some 1Ks. Make 4 of you. Then if I go 1K item storage, I think I've got a few little storage things here. And then I should be able to at least put you in there. And then come back down. And put that in there. And then in the time it's taken me to do that, this should have done. So are you kind of done? Think, yeah, we can put you in the first slot. And then I can happily then bring you on into the fold, and that will then give us some nice stuff. So let's hope I don't get any of the seed rewards that I've already made. We get a tertium apple. Hey! What's my reward for this one? Silver seeds. Oh, okay. Not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. And then, what about the glowstone seeds? We get another tertium apple. Okay, yep, cool. We've got a couple of tertium apples. And then this one, because we got silver seed, we got zombie seeds. Hey! What do we get from the zombie seeds? I like the way it just keeps kind of cascading in. Tertium gemstone. Okay, yep. Cool. And the tertium apple is just a bit more experience. But you are going to be absolutely insane because your absorption and speed and resistance. Booyah. I love as well that you don't even have to scale up with the... Oops, did I just mark you as... No, I didn't pin you. You don't even have to kind of scale up with them. It's just golden apple plus beam essences. And the golden apple you can make with gold. They're so powerful for how easy to make they are. It is quite literally very funky. So anyway, y'all can go in the bag for future reference. And then let's start doing some stuff. So I want a phytogenic isolator. I have a red thing. Are you by any chance? Yeah, you're wrong. I want it in the bottom input and output. So can I... Hopefully, let's have a look. You haven't reset anything, have you? No, so you're doing that. That is... Oh, shucks. I realised I didn't actually put the seeds in there. No! Let's start off with a pair of fluic seeds. Then I can put you in there. I probably don't need it to be like that. Oh, in fact, no, yeah, of course, what I need to do is then the whole... okay, then we've got the Certus. Then we have the silicon. Then we have the nether quartz. Then we have the glowstone. Then we have the obsidian. I can do that, then I can do... Oh, shucks, no. Copy you. Oh, this is painful. Why aren't you just... Oh, you know, the time it's taken me to kind of... Oh, do you know what? Just go away. Just go away. You are constantly wrong in my hand. I don't know why you're always there, but you can just go away. Okay. And you... So, all of y'all should be full of water and full of phytogrow. Excellent. I should be able to do then is sort of say, hey, have a little bit of that. And then you can all have your seeds and you're all kind of doing your thing. Brilliant. Okay. Now, I don't want you to necessarily get full of items. Also, you can actually go away, and I'm just going to put you there. There we go. Because you can... I can pull those upgrades out there. We can do something else with you in a bit, in all fairness. And you can just go away. You're frustrating me. What we can then do is, let's actually go like that. Doesn't make me realise the expensive stuff that doesn't, because I think tier 3 and underneath can produce more seeds, tier 4 and above will not. So with those ones I'm going to have to make 4 seeds if I want to have both the plants at the front and the back. Because then for this one, let's go Fluix. You know what, let's just do one at a time. Oh my goodness, can I not put them in my hotbar though? This is frustrating. And again, I've done it again, done it again. There we go, that's what we want, that's what we want. Cool, there we go. So we've kind of got our plant things going. Has that not produced stone seeds yet? Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, we are gravy for that. Because what we're wanting to do, we're wanting to then... What I might do is actually get some stairs. Let's make some spruce stairs. Because then I might kind of go like that, like that, like that. Fine. It'd be nice if it was a bit shorter, but I don't think I can necessarily do that in a way that is okay. I suppose I could always actually have this so that the... Yeah, I could actually... Well, yeah, it's a bit of moving things around, isn't it? But have the thingy there and then maybe move it so that you've got the ME drive there and the Ender draw there. The only problem I ever found with that was that having the I suppose no, in fact I can always see how many is in the Ender drawer because I can just look in here and see and that will tell me. I'm clearly doing okay because yeah, we've got 8,000 and I think was it that your limit is 8.2. Okay, you're saying 5.1. That's clearly not correct. What are you saying? You're saying full 8k. Yeah, you're still empty there though, because I put the items in there before I link the Ender drawers, which is recipe for bugging out. I suspect if I kind of then try to maybe move things around, that might just break. Okay, well, we've made back that killing of the that wandering trader we killed. Bring it, bro. Yeah. Okay. So then how many tier 3 crafters am I going to want to have? Potentially 2, I think, because each one can have 8. Depends how many I have of the can be crafted into other stuff and can't be crafted into other stuff I have for each thing. And it might be a case of that, yeah, some of the greenhouses I'm growing stuff that isn't necessarily mystical agriculture stuff. There might be a few things where I want just a generic resource being grown more of. But this does feel like it's too high. Well, either way, Hmm. No, in all fairness, let's do this. Let's quickly make some Fluix cable. I know I want to wrap up, and I am going to because it's just hit 10 o'clock. And I do need to head down for work tomorrow, but let's make some more regular Fluix cable. I want to then kind of come up, and then I think maybe having like a crafter would be great. How I'm going to work this? I'm going to work this, and do I want another? And do I want another XNet system for this? I kind of do, in all fairness. I kind of do. If I put then... Oh no, an ME interface won't work because I need too many items that are going into it. What do I need? I could actually do it so that you have export bus on the sides with the various essences that are going to be crafted into stuff. You can then certainly have it. Oh, that's a good point because I'm going to have to also go over here. This is actually going to need to be dense cable because then I still want it to kind of go along and split off that way and then that way. Okay, yeah. And that is the controller there, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So, I actually want some dirt. We're imagining you're going to be dirt. And then, like that, I'm going to have the trough for the cable there, and the same here. Okay. Because then I want some dense Fluix cable. In all fairness, I can have some that is not smart. Oh, I want to maybe have a bit of smart stuff. So let's make 16 of you. I should have enough wool. Yep, stack of wool. So should be okay for the resources for a little while. Let me just... that. Okay, you're taking your sweet time to produce. We've got 8. That should be enough to at least kind of go. There we go. Nice, big, thick, chunky cable. And there we have that ready to then kind of, in fact, because that's all we really need of that. And then you can have just regular cable kind of going off that way. Let's have some regular smart cable. Because then we're going to have all this going into things like that. And oh no, I don't know where I went onto you. And then in we go like that. Cool. There we go. That is the basis of that, you know, copying that system over there. So you've got room for another whole bunch. What we can then do is crafter. Maybe that's the way forward actually. Crafter. And then a tiny bit of cable. Let's do 8. And you can always do that there. Yeah. Let's then have a couple of export buses. Oh my word, really? Do an export bus, there we go. So then you can have like that there, that there. Kind of feels odd having then an XNet system just for pulling stuff out of the crafters and dumping them into an ender chest. But in all fairness, the best use of XNet is that you can then move things around and cover them with facades, I always find. Similar to AE2, but I don't think... yeah, I'll start tagging items. Yeah. I'm happy I'm doing this. I also, before I want an XNet controller, let's just make an XNet controller. I'm still going to need one. I'm still going to want one. Hope I didn't have an extra one in my bag. It's only got an extra crafted tier 3 in my bag. Got some extra facade in my bag as well, actually. Where did you come from? Anything else? We've got another ender chest. Yeah, that's fine. Multi-server press. Oh, do you know we had an extra phytogenic isolator in my bag as well? Okay. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here that probably shouldn't be in here and I should sort it out, but we'll get to that in a bit. Complete with 3 accelerator cards and the 46,000 phyto grow, which kind of don't need. We are kind of doing all right. I might kind of just have that imported into my system actually, and then I've got a backup in case I need some for whatever reason. Anyway, I want an ME interface. And I also want an induction card. You can't have induction cards and export buses. I need to power. I need to power the how I'm going to do that. I know, I could put an interface on here. If I put an interface in here, put an induction card just in that. That will then supply power to whatever I need it to. I then put my controller. If I put my controller on it, that fills it full of power. Yay. Alright, let's pick that one up again. Just for a second. Because I'm actually going to put you here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's put you against here. I'm just going to put the stairs there as a temporary block. And then, there we go. Because then I can go at XNet and we can make a whole bunch of connectors because I want one each for the 2 crafters, one for the storage, and let's do another one because it's going to be only too high. So we'll put one there. We'll put one there. That's going to go below. One there, and then one there. Let's go energy. Let's turn you off, and I should be able to do extract and insert. Turn you on. Yeah, look at that. We're not draining any power. We are then pulling power out of that. Cool. This whole system is running off just that. And we are now, we're still going up. We are just absolutely gaining it. So there we go. We have this recipe here. And then, in all fairness, that doesn't actually want to be a connector, does it? Because I'm going to have... yeah, I imagine I might even have just some random block here. Doesn't really matter because it's going to be covered up. No one's actually going to see it, so I could put another dirt block. And then this can be an ender chest. So let's make one of you, which is one of you. Yeah. Like that. And you just happen to be the white one. Which I can't help but notice is just ingots. So that means miner is finished. Let's go check our resource. Shinabadabadoo. How are we doing in here? We are still just absolutely going through. You're full. You're not full, surprisingly enough. So I guess that is fine. I guess, does that mean we don't have any if I was to search for raw? We only have the GregTech stuff. Some of which I'm not entirely sure I know what to deal with. Raw pyrite, strawberries, they shouldn't even be in there. Okay, okay. Anyway. Oh, I love that glow. That's kind of doing what we want it to be doing. At the very least. Well, I presume actually, yeah, we'll see when that's burnt through all of it, what ingots are sort of stuck in here. But at the moment, we are still just absolutely burning through. Because what have you got in there? Energy and speed. You got your 6 of 8. And we are just still kind of, yep, 2, 2, 2. You're making 2,000, that is fine. There's no way you're training that much. What are you using? Okay, when you're in your prime, what are you using? 300 and something maybe? 400? 50 maybe? And I'm not entirely sure what you're using. But still, okay, that is, you've still got quite a bit of a way to go. Maybe think about upgrading you guys up to the next tier. That could be pretty good. But yeah, there we have it, I think. We are roughly at a point where I think I can happily wrap up. I think I'm going to try and box that one, but I am happy with how that looks. And yeah, I think we're good to oh yeah, I was going to say, like, can we do anything about that? No, we've still got the glass, haven't we? We're still kind of inside the glass. Can I get that about right? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's do it there. Let's do it there. Let's take a screenshot and oh, interesting enough, like hiding that hit the glass. Ah, okay, that's interesting. Oh, is it because that's the block highlighted that I'm looking at? Oh, very nice. Yeah. Well, let's end it there. And it was a nice little session. We are now at a point where we can happily scale up our mystical agriculture any way and anyhow we want. And yeah, that's a great little stopping point, I think. Next time we can then sort of finish off this little look, maybe fill it all up, get the crafters kind of converting some of the materials into their raws, get everything dumped back into our yeah, because that's the point. I can even have it so that yeah, no, the enemy interface can't take it, can it? The non kind of crafty, stuffy, whatever. We'll have a look at that. What we can do with that. Might be a case of having a bit of cable there with another export bus directly painting into the ender chest, which is absolutely doable. And then then reshuffle that front bit so that it's a bit lower down. Cool. I think that's nice. I think we're at a good point. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.